Disney. No, not the terrifying mega corporation. The parks. Fun fact about me, I've never been to Disney before, until now. Now, why exactly am I making this video? To use my personal life experiences for content? No! I actually had a goal when I was visiting to Disney. And when I specifically went, I went because of my own sort of niche interest when it comes to these parks. Robots. Yes, I love robots. I am someone who absolutely loves robots. Specifically that of the audio animatronics variety. Audio animatronics? That's right, audio animatronics. And my goal was to see every robot that I possibly could within the state of Florida, within the time and plans that we had. So, I wanted to make this video as an official guide of sorts. Without further ado, this is how to go to Disney and Florida in general and see as many robots as possible. The Disney 100% robot percent speedrun, if you will. You may be asking me right now, Dragonfly, would it really be wise to travel to Disney World in the middle of a global crisis? And to you I'd say, no. But I did it anyway. Sort of just how things turned out. Oops. So that is all to say that during my trip, my whole family tried their darndest to follow all the COVID safety regulations, including social distancing in lines, mask wearings at all times, and etc., etc. For this to work, you will need to spend approximately 4 days within the Disney parks. 1 day for each park if you can. Heck, even give yourself 5 days so you can do Magic Kingdom twice, because holy crap, Magic Kingdom is freaking huge, you guys. 1 day for each park. You do not need Disney Springs. There is no robots there, at least that I know of. So, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Epcot. This plan that I have has basically already fallen apart. You wanna know why? Because I skipped Epcot. I had made a very serious miscalculation for the entirety of my research, and I thought that everything in Tomorrowland was in Epcot, because I thought that Tomorrowland was an Epcot pavilion. Nope, it's not. It's a Magic Kingdom pavilion. So once I determined that, I realized that Epcot literally only has 3 things: Figment, Spaceship Earth, and Soarin'. So I decided that we would save Epcot for my next venture into Florida, sometime in the future. I am so sorry, Figment, my boy, you are missed. I love Figment. But if you are doing this, you gotta go to Epcot. But if you are doing this 100% robot thing, you gotta go to Epcot and you gotta see Figment. It's a requirement. You gotta see the boy. So, we arrived in Florida. That nice humid weather and the insane amount of palm trees around us just got us nice and hyped and prepared for what was gonna come. And at this point, you may ask yourself, is Disney the only place in Florida that even has robots? The mouse can't be the only Florida robot owner. And what if I were to tell you that those Disney parks, they weren't the only robots that we saw in Florida? Oh, ho, 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 no. The first robots we saw were these guys. Ah!
Here we go. Walking down the street, we get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, with a monkey, the people say a monkey around. Way too busy singing, put anybody down.
Yes! Allow me to introduce you to the Rock Afire explosion. For the uninformed, I love these guys. If there was a close equivalent to Five Nights at Freddy's, per se, in real life, it would probably be this. Yeah, so the Rock Afire explosion was a band for a pizza chain in the 80s called Showbiz Pizza, and they would play to the customers there, basically like Chuck E. Cheese. I found that there was a warehouse just absolutely full of these guys. And I found it online. So, we decided to take a tour of it, and here are the highlights.
Okay, this is Rolf the Wolf.
Yeah, and I'm Earl Smurl.
Medley. Yes, the Monkees, one of the greatest rock and roll groups of our time, is here today to do...
Rolf. The Monkees aren't rock and roll group of our time. They was here a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. I know that, Earl. I know that.
stepping stone. Just stepping stone.
And now Mitzi Mozzarella with his very beautiful rendition.
I wanna be free, like the bluebirds flying by me, like the waves out on the blue sea. If your love has to tie me, don't try me, say goodbye. I wanna be free.
Audio animatronics?
Right, audio animatronics.
Oh, that's the Moon Rockers. Yes. Look at them. Look at them.
Quasar back there.
Oh no, poor guy.
The damaged bat.
It's a shiny boy, Quasar.
Get the names for these guys.
I know their names. Princess Haley, Quasar, Orc, and Ozone. Oh my gosh, it's the costume
This is where
room.
for
Oh my
bats.
goodness. This reminds me of, like, being a theater kid. Like, there's always, like, dressing rooms at the backs of theaters that are just filled to the brim with, like, crazy costumes and stuff for each production. And it really makes the Rockafire seem like it's a big theatrical production, and I love it. Very neat. Look at this guy. It's so big.
They rented this guy. This poor
Can we check out this guy? Yeah! Oh my gosh, he's huge! Wow! Oh my gosh, I did not expect him to be that big. Big comedy guy in the chair. He's got the banana in his hand. Big
after a real
sneakers. Would I recommend this place, however? Well, I'm honestly not entirely sure. It's a pretty niche interest. Yeah, it is pretty niche, and it's very long and it's very pricey. But since my goal was to see all of the robots that I couldn't really pass it up. Alright, now to the meat of the video, on to Disney World. Our first day was at Magic Kingdom. This place has just so many good robots in it. It's insane. Like, it's the robot capital of the world. Sorry, Boston. Anyways, you've got to see as much possible in one day. So, here's what we saw in order. We saw Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, Carousel of Progress, Space Mountain, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, I did a big ol' stupid and missed the Country Bears and the Enchanted Tiki Room. I also missed Jungle Cruise, but I don't really care about Jungle Cruise. I'm sorry, Jungle Cruise fans. Yeah, so I missed those two. And I wanted to see those too. For the maximum Disney robot experience, don't be like me. I planned my entire day around seeing Sonic Eclipse at Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe. And while I do not regret this decision, here is how you get around that issue. Country Bears starts at a very specific showtime, at around noon. What you want to do is eat lunch in Frontierland, or get the turkey legs for lunch in Liberty Square. Make sure that after Splash Mountain, you visit Country Bears immediately next. Since there aren't any robots in either Space Mountain or Big Thunder Mountain, you possibly could skip them for the 100% robot speedrun. But I do recommend not skipping Space Mountain, because it's just so good. But maybe if you're trying to do this, and if you've got like Fastpasses or something, if they do Fastpass again, you can maybe save Space Mountain for the end of the day instead. Also, yes, make sure that you get in a short line for Pirates of the Caribbean, so you can go see the Tiki Room afterwards. Eat dinner at Cosmic Rays, if you will. Or just give yourself 2 days in Magic Kingdom and solve all of these problems. We also decided to skip Fantasyland because it has more kiddie attractions than anything else. But if I had another day, you know that I would be sprinting right on over to see the Little Mermaid Journey thing and Small World, whatever. I don't know. What? We had limited time, so we did what we could in the time that we had. And I'd say I had tons of fun. Sonic Eclipse and the Haunted Mansion were probably some highlights for me. Thank you so much, Jenny Nicholson, for making me aware of the existence of Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe. He's a certified good alien friend, and I love him a lot, and I got a couple pictures of him. Here he is. I was the only person in the whole restaurant who was watching him that I could see. Everyone else was just eating their food. I'm like, guys, there's like a couple $100,000 animatronic just like sitting right there. Look at him, please. He's the best. Whatever. I'm getting like way too loud for this video. I'm just very excited about Disney and robots. What can I say? I love robots. Goodness, this is getting long. We're not even to the next day. So, Haunted Mansion. I loved all the ghost animatronics in Haunted Mansion so much. And
Frighteningly sensitive.
woo! Spooky.
Playful spooks have interrupted our tour. Please remain seated in your doom buggy. We will proceed in just a moment.
Wait, Playful Spooks, is that the error line? Like when something went wrong? It makes
We
it
have been unavoidably detained by pranky spirits. Kindly remain seated in your doom buggy.
Oh crap.
We will continue our tour in just a moment.
Oh, the ride's having like technical difficulties, I think.
No, it isn't.
No, I think that's what happens when it has technical difficulties. You gotta,
for real?
you gotta stop, yeah. They do this with a lot of the lines. They have like a very in-universe, like
Like a
kind of
backup
line.
line.
Yeah, And they just have you sit here and look at all the cool stuff. Are we gonna keep going, or? Oh, here we go. Kind of scary. Oh, their heads turn.
And marble busts of the
Ooh! Look at that! Where's Patty?
Someone's coming out of a grave with her.
Splash Mountain was wonderful as well. It was really cute. Do not miss Carousel of Progress. This is important. It's outdated and I love it. I don't know. Pay respects to the former home of Stitch's Great Escape and Alien Encounter, because Alien Encounter used to be like one of the coolest things in Disney in the 80s. Whatever.
That is SIR, which stands for Simulated Intelligence Robotics. What do you want, Skippy? No, you may not get out.
And of course, Pirates is another classic. In all, I had a wonderful, magical day filled with some pretty rad robots and amazing animatronics. Hello, this is Editing Dragonfly from the future. I realized that I have recorded over 15 minutes of audio, and since that's not like the typical length of a video, I guess, I'm gonna stop it right here before we get into the next few days and say that I'm gonna make a part 2. Please be sure to subscribe so you can come back so you can see that. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you sometime in the future. Goodbye.